Hello guys, I have noticed a mistake in the Masons behavior, which behavior apply to all of us, but Masons are famous that they work hard to become a better version of themselves. So that's the reason why I would like to mention this mistake in hope that they're gonna avoid this mistake in the future. I tell you my story from the past when I was a member in the Freemasons group in Facebook till they kicked me out. They didn't tell me why did they kick me out, but they did this after that I shared a video with them about symbolic messages. In the film I made a connection with the Masonry, and I think that's the reason why they kicked me out. They didn't ask why did I made that film, or what was my goal with that film, or why did I share with them. They just simply kicked me out. I think maybe they think that I'm that type of person who's sitting at home all day and thinking how can he fabricate something bad about Masons. But I'm not that type of person. The reason why I have shared this film with them, because I want to point their attention to this message, and I know that they have better connections than me, so probably they can find out is this message true or just a misunderstanding from my point of view, because symbolism is a slippery field. It's very easy to misunderstanding things. That film was not the only one where you can find references to Masonry. There are many more. I just don't have time to make films about these things. That's one of the reasons why I have so big gaps between my movies. So my point is, next time if you see a film like that from me, then you should know that the only reason why I show to you, because I want to point your attention to it, and I want you to make your own research and to make you think why is that reference exist in the film to Masonry. Now let's see the conversation that I had with the moderator of the Freemason group. I won't tell you the name of the Freemason group or the name of the moderator, because my only point is to point the attention of the Masons to a common mistake. Before they kicked me out, I had a conversation with the moderator about another film, which film was about the symbolism. This was the first episode of symbolism. The second episode I still didn't make it because of lack of time. The first episode of symbolism I have released it with the picture of Greta Thunberg, but I didn't say anything about that picture. The reason why have I done that, because I want to test my audience. I was curious what will be their reaction and what will they think, why did I show that picture about Greta. First, as you see, the Mason asked me correctly, what symbolism can I see? This was a respectful reaction. Then he lost his patience. He couldn't wait till I read his question and answer. He already degraded me. He thought that I'm some kind of weirdo who thinks because Greta eye is covered, then she must be a member of the Illuminati. I'm surprised by his message, because I didn't expect such a degradation from a Mason, but it's okay. I thought, if you turn our conversation in this direction, then we can talk like friends. So I left my discipline behind. Unfortunately, I can't show you all the messages, because I don't know what happened with our messages. When I tried to make the screenshots, I couldn't find many in our conversation. By the way, so I start to laugh on his degraded message, and I told him, come on, Greta is just a child. How can she be a member of the Illuminati? He became serious, and he wasn't happy of my message. Then he asked something, and I couldn't decide if I understand good the reason why he asked that question, because I didn't expect such a bad attitude of a Mason. So I thought maybe I misunderstood the bad style of his question, and I asked him politely if he can explain the question to be sure that I understand him well. Then he replied me in a bit rude way. which behavior I didn't expect from a Mason. Similar behavior I have experienced in a similar situation. When a Mason gets upset, he starts to compare himself to the profane person and start to mention what achievements he earned before in his life. Another situation is when Mason starts a conversation with a profane person. Sometimes he starts the conversation with some kind of silly jokes or degraded topic. So basically the Mason thinks the degraded way of the profane person. In my opinion, this is not the right behavior for a Mason. I think if a Mason talks in the room, then a Mason should show the light and not choose a degraded topic. These are the things that I have noticed in the Mason's behavior, and I would like to ask you kindly to pay attention for these mistakes during your work when you try to make a better version of yourself. The mistakes mentioned above are not typical of the entire Masonry, so I ask you to not take it personally. I only told these things to those ones who recognized this mistake in their behavior, in hope that they can learn. Thank you for your attention.